Welcome back to Contracted and Committed. If you've ever tried to cook dinner with 2 burners, 1 pan, and exactly 0 counter space, this one's for you.
And let's not forget, somehow we're always trying to have a deep relationship talk while the rice is boiling over and we can't find the one knife that we brought.
Today we're talking about tiny kitchens and our big emotions. How these tight, temporary spaces affect more than just your ability to meal prep.
Because cooking in a contract apartment isn't just about food, it's about how we connect, communicate, and sometimes clash when we're living small but feeling everything big.
Shout out to everyone who's ever made a gourmet meal with 1 spatula, no cutting board, and a lot of teamwork. Or at least a shared meltdown or 2. We see you.
So let's get into it. So, cooking in the kitchen. We've been in a few different kitchens now, and it actually helps you kind of notice what you like in a kitchen, what you don't like in a kitchen, that kind of stuff.
What you look for when we're looking for places to go,
Mhm.
and what we want in our own kitchen someday when we won't have any more temporary spaces.
Yeah, because we've had places where we've had very tiny kitchens. Like, the first thing I actually think about is when you were still in grad school and we're in, was that Fort Wayne?
Yeah, Fort Wayne,
Yeah,
Indiana.
that kitchen was tiny.
It was, yes.
The counter space might have been like a full school desk worth of space.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a sink and the stove and
Yeah,
yeah, probably.
yeah. And it wasn't very clean. And the stove was old. Ah, that was a nightmare kitchen. I did not like that one.
Yeah, you think everything went up from there?
Oh, I think we just kept stepping up from the next kitchen to the next.
Mm-hmm.
Except some don't have dishwashers and some do, and I really like dishwashers.
Yeah, dishwashers are nice. Because, the last thing sometimes I want to do is dishes at the end of the day. But
Mm-hmm.
we do our best to split them up as much as we can.
Mm-hmm. So what are some necessities that you look for in a kitchen or that we bring around with us?
So I think when looking at like pictures of places that we're going to rent or stay at for travel.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, that is a moped going down the road. It sounded like you were farting. I was like, what the hell?
No.
Anyways, back to it. I think the first thing we look at is like the stove and the oven. It's like, okay, is it an electric? Is it
Convection versus burner versus
yes,
gas and all that
gas,
business.
yeah. And Tristan prefers gas.
Yep.
So it's always a win if it has a gas stove,
Mm-hmm.
unless it's super old.
Yeah, you gotta look at how new these things look, because
Yeah.
there's some old gas ones that I'm like, if there's gonna be a house that burns down, it's gonna be that one, because that stove is from the 1940s.
Microwaves, most places have microwaves. Dishwasher is nice, but actually a lot of places don't have a dishwasher. It just kind of stinks. But there's only 2 of us. Like if we had a family, I think it would be more of a hassle. What else do we look for?
Look for counter space or storage space. I think
storage
cabinets.
space, yeah. And sometimes you don't know how much storage space we actually have. And then fridge size too. Some places have like smaller fridges. Like the place we're in right now has not a huge fridge. It's a small fridge, like kind of like a camper size. But we're able to fit everything we need in the fridge, which is nice. But that was kind of a concern, of course, when we were looking at this place.
Yes, and we also look for like, do they have Tupperware? What kind of bowls they have? What kind of pans they have? Because we've been in places where they don't have anything but one like small egg pan. And when you're trying to pre-cook food and all you have is the one small egg pan, it is a nightmare. So sometimes you have to go and bring your own or buy some for the place.
Yeah. Like some places have knives or one knife, but they're really dull. So we always bring like a small travel portable knife sharpener, which has been helpful. But we also have 2 nicer stainless steel
chef knives
that we got at Sam's Club, I'm pretty sure. And we also bought 2 like big cookie sheet pans so we can cook meat on those if we want to as well. We also got that at Sam's Club. We got that while we were in Fort Wayne, I want to say.
Yep, I think so.
Yeah, and so we just kind of been traveling with those because they're just nice. A lot of places don't don't have one, a nice knife to cut, especially like bigger meats, or a nice big pan to put like a rack of ribs on it. Which we haven't had rack of ribs in a long time, but we used to make that sometimes and for meal preps too.
Yeah, and because we do make so many meals in bulk, we kind of need those things just to really make sure that we can fit it all and we're not actually taking 4 hours on a Sunday to cook all of the meals. Then we switch it, bring it all the way down to an hour to pre-cook all our meals.
Yeah, we're pretty efficient and fast. Having bowls is really nice too, like the mixing bowls to like prep stuff, to season meats and stuff. It's kind of difficult. It's kind of like the same as like the one pan situation. If you only have one mixing bowl, it's like, okay, let's do the chicken and
then wash
season that, but then you have to wash it, dry it. Okay, the next meat. I mean, I guess it's just really the chicken.
Chicken we do in the pork sometimes.
Salmon.
We do salmon.
Yeah, so it's most of it, but the ground beef that we sometimes do too.
Yeah.
So.
And these are all questions that we ask. We try to ask people now because we've learned that if we don't ask, we don't know. Because we have kind of got a lot of stuff together from the places we have been. So we've bought like glass Tupperware that we bring around with us now, and those knives that Kelsey talked about we bring with us, and those pans.
A salad, a lettuce spinner. Yeah, we do too.
Because they might have like the bare minimums, which could truly be bare minimums, like 3 forks total or 4 forks total in one of these places, where you have to go out and be like, okay, I guess we're gonna go buy some forks.
Because we would be washing, and we at that place when we had only 4 forks, they had a dishwasher, so it's like I don't want to wash the forks, but then wash everything else in the dishwasher. Like, let's just go buy like dollar store forks, and that's what we did, and we just left them there because like I don't want dollar store forks.
Yeah, you're welcome to whoever gets the next place next.
You're welcome. Yeah, that place didn't have that was in Richmond, Indiana. Didn't have too much stuff.
Yep.
In regards to like how many bowls and plates and stuff there is. In addition to all of that, you also have, your different appliances you're working with and trying to figure out like the settings and the buttons and okay, this heats up quicker or it doesn't. So, or the microwave is a higher, wattage.
Yeah.
I think that was right.
Yeah, I think so.
And wattage,
sounds right.
It's not voltage.
No, I think wattage is right. Okay. That sounds good.
Yeah. So you have to like figure that all out, or like, oh, does the fridge in the back freeze because it's a top freeze?
It's the little things with all the utensils that you figure out and learn that wow, everything truly is just a little different, even if they're supposed to be exactly the same.
Yeah, and like if you had a place full time, you would have figured that out and then like, okay, this is how my stuff works, but we're always going into these places and relearning. It's just like doing it again. It's like, okay, how does this work? Oh, like the oven here, we both keep clicking the wrong button still on it. Like
there's like a bake time
and
then there's a bake
button. I don't know why we think, I don't know why we keep clicking the wrong button. It's not a big deal, but it's like, oh shoot,
It's like the little frustrations just kind of build up. There's also the one in Dearborn, that microwave that just locked. I
hated that.
For so long, I couldn't figure out how to change the time on it because we lost power at one point and the time went off. And then B, it always locked. Whenever you close the door, you have to like hit the unlock button to be able to open it again, no matter what.
I wonder if that's
the most frustrating thing. I couldn't figure out a setting to turn it off or anything.
I think that's like a child safety thing, maybe.
I think so.
I don't know. It's a brand that I think Walmart has.
Because it has a B on it.
Yeah, it's a brand that I think Walmart has it. It's like white, and you can get their appliances all in white, and they had all of their appliances because they had like the coffee maker that we never used.
Yeah.
The toaster was also that, which we never used. We don't toast anything. And then the microwave, yeah. That microwave is huge. It was on the stinking... I hate microwaves on the counter.
Takes up counter space.
I hate it,
And some places don't have a lot of counter space, so you can't be using that for a whole ass microwave.
Yeah. And so that's why... those are the things where like, hey, when we buy a house or build a house, whatever happens, like, microwave is either in the island underneath, or... in the pantry, like a walk-in pantry, or above the oven. Like, it's not going to be on the counter. And I'm huge about 0 appliances on counter space. So we'll see how far that
Now I'm big on large amount of counter space.
Yeah.
Because it's just so much easier to cook when you have space. Like, to be able to reach your arms out and not just be like, okay, I have maybe an arm length worth of counter space to deal with, but I have like 3 different meals I have going at one time. And it just gets frustrating, especially when there's multiple people in the kitchen at times. That make it a little more frustrating to be able to move around.
He just gets frustrated at me because I don't have quote unquote what he says spatial awareness, but I'm a dancer, so I should have spatial awareness.
If you do have spatial awareness and you're still running into me in the kitchen, that's just rude at that point.
I just like to get stuff done, and sometimes it's in my way, and I just feel like I wouldn't mind if you went around and did stuff around me, and you don't like it.
I don't like it because sometimes I'm working with knives and you're like hustling and bustling because you're not slow about it. You're like quick about everything you do, and it's like, why do we have to make these jerking motions while I'm sitting here trying to cut with my sharp knife?
Oh goodness! And that's when I think Tristan gets frustrated in the kitchen, and when some emotions can come out for him specifically.
It's like, I like my space. I like my space in the kitchen.
Yeah, but can you think of anything that, how we adapted to these things?
I think we have better communication of, hey, I'm going to be in the kitchen cooking. Like, get your
That's
stuff.
not what I meant by adapting. I meant like going into new kitchens all the time, not adapting.
No, I'm thinking we're running back to adapting to you running into me all the time. So how I've adapted that is I let you know ahead of time so you can go in and get all the things you want done.
Yeah, that's
so then you don't come in the middle of me cooking everything and then like move stuff around, which also blows my mind. It's like, I have things in very specific places. Why do you have to come in and touch them?
It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen like day to day.
It's like just Sundays pretty much when we pre-cook most of the meals.
I meal prep this past Sunday.
Yeah, you did. You did a wonderful job. And did I walk in there and touch everything and move everything around?
No, I just come in because I'm trying to help. And maybe I should just not help you, but then I feel bad if you're doing it all.
Yeah, but you do most of the cleaning, so it works out. We have a balance for a reason.
Yeah. Okay. No, adaptive.
You're a toucher. You like to touch things. Stop touching things.
What do I touch?
Anything. Even if it's like, this is getting off topic, but even if it's like in the office, on my desk or something, you like to just touch it. It's like you don't even have to completely move it. You like touch it, maybe move it 1/4 of an inch, but that's enough for you to be like, yep, I fixed it. It's like you did nothing. Come up and touch it. And you touch like 6 different things.
I touched it to like put them in where they go.
There's no where they go. They're on the desk. That's where they go.
I had to touch it to make it look better on where it was sitting. I thought you were going to say you touch everything in the store.
That too. You're a store toucher. Don't you know that if you touch it, you're supposed to buy it?
Kelsey,
stop touching it.
Kelsey, the store toucher.
Yeah, literally.
He doesn't like window shopping or going into stores without buying something. He feels bad. And I'm just like, don't feel bad. That's their job.
And I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, that person behind the counter who might, well, it's mostly when I see like person that I think might be the owner of the establishment or the manager or something. Yeah. It's like, they're trying really hard. I know it's like tough out there to be like a store owner.
Yeah.
And I feel bad if we don't like buy anything and we're coming into their store and it's like, are they disappointed when they see someone walk out of their store and not buy anything? And that makes me sad. So that I feel obligated to buy something. Maybe
they just like the socialization.
Maybe.
Because I'm sure it's like, if no one comes in their store, they probably get so just like, that's boring. Like, I would like to like have, be like, hey, how are you doing? How can I help you?
Yeah, and then you help them and then they don't buy something. Is that not a slight?
I feel like sometimes getting customers to buy things or like your company is a long game. It's like, okay, because anyway, as like a lady, a female, like we shop around, like we go in and see. Let's say, like, oh, I'm going to go and see what jeans this company has. Okay, I'm going to go check the 2 other stores, and then I'm going to come back to the one that I like the most, I mean, we don't, let's be honest, we don't actually go to stores that often anymore in this day and age, but, no, I like to touch things because it's like, I want to touch the towel. Does it feel nice? I don't know. I got to look at it. I got to look at a different angle. I don't know why I just like, oh, this is cute, and I touch it.
Yeah.
We should do that that trend where you buy everything your wife touches in a store.
Would be broke. We'd be broke. You'd just be going down the aisles, just running your hand on things.
I don't touch that many things.
Mm-hmm.
It's more like seasonal stuff. I feel like I touch. I'm like, ooh, it's fancy. It's new. It's not here all the time.
Mm-hmm.
That was way off topic.
Yep.
But I guess I'm a toucher.
Yep.
But how do you adapt to like
a new kitchen?
So
I think we always move stuff around to the way that we want them to be, because they may have stuff like their pots and pans in this cabinet, and it's like, well, that's the opposite side of where the oven is, so then that's just frustrating. So why not move the pots and pans next to the oven?
We just rearranged our whole kitchen.
So we just rearranged the entire kitchen to make it what I believe is more efficient, what I believe you think is more efficient as well.
And let's be honest, I'm the one that moves most of the stuff. You do
move most of the stuff when you don't do as much of the cooking. Little odd, but yes, that is true.
Little odd. Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing we do. And we
make it your own.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing, is when you go in a new kitchen, make it your own, because you're going to be there for a while. Yep, clean it as you're going along here. And that way, you're not more frustrated as time goes on. It's like, you're down the line, you're already frustrated, and now you're moving things. Just do it once, get it out of the way. You'll be happier for it, and be able to move through things from there.
Yeah, and like, if you're not going to use like the toaster that's out on the counter, put it in like cabinet.
Put it in the back corner cabinet. The cabinet of things you won't use.
Yeah, there's always like, well, everyone always has a junk drawer.
Yep.
And so that just kind of stays how it is. And then sometimes there's just like a cabinet that has just like crap in it at places, and that's just where I put all the appliances. Or I like dedicate, like, hey, we're never gonna put anything in this cabinet because it's like a extra cabinet, and we just put all the stuff that we don't want out on the table. So I feel like, yeah, because like some people have like wine holders on their counter, or like in North Carolina, I remember he had a couple things, and they're like, oh, the spice rack on my counter. I'm like, fuck, I'm not going to use your spices
that were expired.
Yeah, like, one, I don't know if they're expired, but most of the time they are. And two, I'm not going to use your spices because, I don't know, you could lace that with freaking fentanyl. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess they're wasting good fentanyl on us. How kind.
I mean, I just don't trust seasonings.
That'd be
like
quite
that.
The spicy chicken.
We should not joke about fentanyl. It's very not good. But there is a difference between being flexible and getting frustrated, though, within the space of a new kitchen, and trying to do things together in a kitchen too. And like you were saying earlier, like, communication definitely helps, which I feel like is we say it all the time.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just so repetitive.
It's the bedrock.
Yeah. But if I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go do the dishes, and Tristan's like, okay, and he knows, like, I'm not gonna go and like try to get dinner right now, or whatever he may be thinking of doing, or he goes, oh, do you have anything to do in the kitchen? I was going to XYZ. So, but sometimes we're in the kitchen together and cooking, but it's usually Tristan telling me what to do, and I do it. And
you're my little sous chef.
Yeah, I'm the sous chef,
which is nice, because there are some things that are just like
not fun to do.
Not fun tasks, I guess you can call them, or it's just like expedient things where it's like, we could be double timing this, and I do appreciate your help on those. And something I'm not going to say is like not complicated, but not like super complicated, where you have to be in conjunction with something else that is going on. So I'm just like, hey, could you like cut this or something? It's very helpful. And it's like, you know exactly what to do, how to do it, and you're on it.
Yeah, usually I do a lot of like the cutting stuff, or like mixing, stirring.
It's like, hey, can you just stir up that ground beef, or just pay attention to the ground beef while I'm cutting the chicken, spicing that up, and cutting the pork, and getting that going.
So I prep all like the vegetables and fruits and stuff usually. So, but that's pretty easy. It's just time consuming, like you were saying. But I don't mind that type of stuff.
Yeah. So if you come in with a better expectation, I think that's the biggest thing. Set expectations. So it's like, am I expecting her to be in the kitchen right now with me? If the answer is yes, I think a lot of things are easier. You communicate well. Be like, hey, I'm behind you. Hey, I need to get in this area real quick. But it's the times when You don't expect them to be there.
That
And
gets
then they're there.
frustrated.
And then they're in your space doing something completely different and like taking up the area you may need or had planned on needing. That's when it
Well,
becomes frustrating instead of
I
flexible.
also feel like sometimes you enjoy doing cooking stuff.
Yes.
So like it is your space. So if you're like doing it and enjoying it and vibing out, I guess you could say, and then me coming in kind of ruins that vibe. And like it might be like a recharging of your battery type of activity for you, and maybe that's why you get so frustrated.
Maybe I could see that.
You know, that's what I was just thinking. I was like, maybe that's why, because he does enjoy it. We don't really cook too much anymore. He did cook a breaded chicken that was pretty good.
With a little white or red. Was it white wine?
It's
No, it's white
white
wine reduction sauce. The red wine one is for the steak.
Yeah, that
Gotta have
sounds.
that sometime again
I think
too.
you should make that for a family dinner
That sounds lovely.
if you want to. I don't know if everyone likes steak, but if not, you could do chicken too. You can do both.
You can do both. Chicken or steak. It's like a wedding.
There you go. Yeah, so I think that's.
So do you have any like any stories that we've had in kitchens? We haven't burned any down yet, thankfully.
No.
So that's nice.
I do think the sharp knife thing always happens, and it's like, oh, this is not a good knife.
And what do I say in the kitchen? The most dangerous thing in a kitchen
is a dull knife.
Is a dull knife, because that's when things start slipping. They're always dull enough that they can't cut meat, but if you slip, they will still cut your finger off. So it's like, what is going on here? So that's why you always got to be careful with the dull knife, because that's when you start slipping and trying to force it, press it to it, and then it like eventually slides through and sudden. Yeah, so always make sure sharpen your knives. A sharp knife is always safer than a dull one, and always make sure when you're using a knife, be aware of those around you, or be aware of those using a knife as well, because you don't want to be hitting someone and causing injuries. And never try to catch a dropping knife. That's another one too. That guy, when I was in Bob Evans, sorry, tangent. When I was at Bob Evans one time, there was a guy who dropped a knife. He went to try to grab it. He caught the knife with his hand on the blade, and he got stitches on 3 of his fingers. And it's like, okay, we don't catch the dropping knife.
Did he come back?
Oh yeah.
I was about to say, I wondered if he could still, he probably had to.
Oh yeah, it wasn't like a deep,
bandage,
it was like superficial. Stuff. Yeah.
I would get stitches is pretty significant though, still.
But it wasn't like no tendon issues or anything like that. So
yeah, but sanitary wise, what I was thinking.
Oh yeah, we had to clean that up.
No, but I mean, like afterwards, did he just have like a whole bunch of bandage while he was, or did he get a different job when he came back a little bit?
Oh no, he had there's
a
glove that he can use for cutting, which he should have been using. That he was not using.
Did you use the glove when you were working?
No. I did not.
There's a glove that you should have been using. Did you use the glove?
I understand if I drop a knife, just get out of the way. Let the knife go to the ground. You can always wash the knife or get another knife.
True. But I feel like it's a reflex, though. It's like, oh, shoot. If something falls off the table, you try to grab it.
That's why you got to switch that reflex into getting away, not catching reflex.
One of my kids today almost fell off the couch, and I was like, boom. Caught him.
Nice.
Some other stories of that is that 4-fork, only having 4 forks in one, and I was just like, let's just go buy more of the
How do they survive? Do you use the dishwasher every time you use
They
your
probably
4
just
forks?
hand wash them, or it was like one person, but it was a 2-bedroom apartment, 1 bath.
Yeah,
it was a cute apartment, just not the best.
Yeah,
area / 3rd floor. It kind of fucking sucks. So, spatial awareness, which we already kind of talked about.
Oh, always pay attention to if there's fire alarms. Make sure there's always fire alarms and where they are. Like, don't put a fire alarm right above the gas stove because it will go off every single time.
Or right outside a bathroom because the steam always puts it off too. Yeah, that's a big. This house here has 3 or 4 fire alarms.
5.
5?
There's 5 fire alarms.
It's like in every tiny crevice, and we took one down.
Yeah,
because it's right above the oven, so every time you're cooking, it's gonna go off.
Every time you open the oven, it went off. Every time you use the stove, pretty much for longer than 5 minutes, it went off.
Which is great if like
there's actually
you're not cooking and there's an actual fire. Exactly. Oh, there's one I was gonna say, I don't remember now. Oh, I was gonna say a story. There's one time I was trying to make coffee, I didn't put the cup underneath the machine.
Yeah.
I was just like in the morning, I was like, do, because I like pre-brew my coffee for the next day. And so I like start it up and then I like put it in the fridge for the next day because I like cold coffee. And I didn't put the coffee cup underneath the machine to catch it. And I came back, I'm like, why is your coffee everywhere? And it was really bad. I had to clean it up and I was really upset because it was in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
That's more of like a type 2 type of.
Yeah. Type 2 fun.
Type 2 fun.
Not fun in the moment. Fun to talk about later.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, expectations with kitchens and meals, how do we deal with that? Because we've been in some not so quality kitchens. We've been in some much more quality kitchens. How do we figure that out?
I think the biggest thing for that is making sure you have quality appliances and stuff. Because you can, even if you don't have like the best kitchen per se, you can still make it work if you have the right utensils, the right, what am I trying to say?
Ingredients.
Appliances. Yeah, ingredients. And then like we just do the meal prep a lot, so that's really easy. And make sure you wash your fruits and vegetables so you don't get any sickness or illnesses.
Yeah,
we've
we
done
figured that out.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you might not have time to cook. Sometimes you just got to order out. And just be like, okay, let's try to be conscientious and order out and not get crazy with it. But
yeah, which I feel like we're pretty good about only eating out once a week if we do.
That's because we're working out and really counting
Yeah.
calories, and I think that helps a lot. We are eating so consistently every single day, the same things. So you have an expectation of what you're eating next. And when we say same things, we like rotate between three things. We have like 3 different proteins, and you mix it with like your sides.
We have 4 technically. We just don't always buy all 4 every time.
Yeah. So we still try to mix it up a bit, but you have at least a good expectation of what you're eating every single day. And I know it might not be the most entertaining thing, which is why sometimes it's okay to go out. But, consistency is key when you want to stay healthy.
Yeah. And I do think there's a time, well, most of the time we just kind of go all in and be like, hey, this is our kitchen. We have to make it work because we prioritize or are recently prioritizing health above everything else. And it's like, hey, we can make it work. It'll be fine. Instead of, being like, well, this kitchen sucks. Like, I guess we're just going to order out like 2 times a week or whatever, which isn't really the smartest thing to do financially either. So, we just make it work. And if we have to go buy a pan, we'll go buy a stinking pan and leave it if we don't want it after too. It's fine to do. So
you gotta budget for that too. Budget for the things that the place might not have when you move into it.
That's very true.
Because some contracts, they have like that little travel budget that they give you.
Yeah.
And you can be like, okay, we can use some of that budget to
the extra,
to really make sure we're set up for success at our new place.
So set yourself and your partner up for success for sure. Move things around. But cooking does matter though, and like a relationship. It's like it's not just all about the food, it's about the connection, the commitment. Food brings people together. It just kind of sucks that recently sucks but doesn't suck. I'm glad that we're not like making big meals and like eating a lot and because like I want to be healthy, especially in getting older. But at least like getting that intentional time together with our food and once in a while, cooking a meal instead of going out and buying food for, our cheat day, quote unquote. But
I think cooking, I really feel is, I don't know, not like my love language, but I always feel more connected when I cook for people. I very much enjoy doing it. Being like, oh, I made like a satisfying meal for these people, and it's like I care about them, and I put a lot of care into the food that I make for them. It's just as good as possible, and I don't know, cooking's food for the soul too, not just for the stomach.
True. No, I think Tristan likes it more than me for sure.
I do enjoy cooking quite a bit. I find it interesting. I find it has a decent difficulty curve to it, that it keeps it entertaining. I always think there is improvements that can be made.
Yeah, Tristan likes things that, what do I want to say, like
I don't know what you're thinking.
shapes you. You like things that are hard.
Oh yeah, that you can
You
work
like
on.
to accomplish. Yes, you like to see progress, and then like once you get to like that accomplishment, you feel dissatisfied.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I always feel like there's something that could be better. Because it's like, what separates me from a 3-star Michelin chef? And it's like,
A lot.
well, yeah, probably a lot. I don't know everything that gets me to that point. I know they all went through like different schoolings. I bet sourcing of ingredients, I bet is a very big part of it. And it's like, is it truly just like they're really good at sourcing ingredients? Are they cooking it just that much better or like very specific timings better than me?
The
So it's
equipment probably
the equipment,
too.
yeah. They
Yeah.
use different equipment from what I got.
Pans and knives, like better pans and knives, and
It's like, does it really make it taste that much better? It's like, I don't know.
technique.
But I'll figure it out.
Presentation.
Yeah. So
There's
it can
a
always
lot
be
that
improved.
goes. Yeah. Do you think that in a different life you would be a cook instead of where you are?
No. I cooked at Bob Evans for 3 years. Kitchens are awful. They're an awful place. Nobody's happy in a kitchen. Well, in like a job, a kitchen job. You know?
Yeah,
it's
if
like
you were
people
doing
can be
it.
happy in the kitchen at home and like feeding their family and stuff like that. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
But like when doing it for a job, I think you have to be really special to really enjoy it. So
yeah,
because that's one of the most stressful places to work at is in a kitchen.
Do you think when and if we have kids that you would enjoy cooking for the kids, like prepping for the kids more than just for us?
No, I don't think I still enjoy prepping for us. I don't think it'd be more enjoyment than what I currently get.
So your job when we have kids is to do all the food.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, we'll see if that happens.
Yeah. If you do all the cleaning, I promise you I will do all the food.
It's the laundry, really. I feel like with children, that is.
Oh, it's constant, I swear.
I mean, I feel like we're constant with laundry sometimes. Just because we have our normal clothes for the day, and then we have our workout clothes for the day, and it's like 4 outfits a day. Yeah, but we rewear our pajamas.
Yeah.
Some people don't rewear their pajamas.
Yeah.
I know people that do that. I'm just like, what? That's crazy to me. You know, that's just a lot more laundry. And then we do our sheets often and stuff. So, and our towels and stuff too. But why does it feel like home to you when you're cooking? You think like, why do you think you like that?
I think it's because it's so consistent. It's like no matter where you go, you're gonna have to cook to eat. You're gonna have to eat, so you're gonna have to cook. Unless you go out all the time, which isn't financially reasonable. So you're gonna have to cook. And then it's like, okay, this is just a very consistent thing that no matter where you're at, you're gonna be doing this. So I think it kind of grounds you. And no matter what place you're in, it may look different, but it's still you're cooking, you're making these meals to stay healthy and be happy and hopefully find enjoyment in it and enjoy eating it just as much as you enjoy cooking it.
Yeah. What's your favorite like food type or meal you think to prepare?
To prepare?
Like to make is what I mean by prepare.
I think steaks can be done in so many different ways. I like that quite a bit. I think chicken has a lot of different types you can make it, like bread it, fry it, bake it,
chop it,
pan fry it, throw it on a barbecue, throw it over a fire. Like you can do so many different things with chicken. And I think it's just kind of unique.
So you're basically saying you like meats.
Yeah.
To cook meats.
Well, yeah. I mean, vegetables, and it's like, okay, you got like, 4 different ways you can cook a vegetable? You can saute it, you can fry it, you can
steam it.
Raw. And yeah. Boom. There you go.
I don't know what else you can do.
I feel vegetables are just so uninspiring. I think they're good supporting cast, but I always think the protein will take the main character every single time. So yeah, that's why I like it.
You need to eat more vegetables.
Oh, I got multivitamins to get those things with me.
I would like to eat more vegetables. I think I like baking sometimes, just because I like to eat.
I mean, I love baked goods, but I don't bake often because there's just so many calories in baking.
I know.
It's just not healthy for me. I would eat cookies every single day if I could, but I can't be baking, or else it is a bad rabbit hole.
It is. We had cookies in the house recently because we tried the new cookies with the
s'mores,
the marshmallow fluff on the campfire. And then we got cookies in the house, and then they were gone within, like, what, 2-3 days,
2
probably?
days. I swear it was 2 days.
It was quick, but they were really good. It's just something
Were
nostalgic.
they really good, or do we just not have cookies
I
often?
think it's maybe because we don't have cookies often
Yeah.
at all.
I think that's it too.
Everything tastes better when you don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what was I gonna say? Oh, I was gonna say I really want to this fall, like, make soups.
Soups, huh?
Yeah, we don't have like a big soup bowl. I don't know. The soups just sound so like cozy and fun. Like
They're
you
just warm in
you
a
just
good
start
fall
putting
weather.
stuff in a big pot and you're stirring it. It's dark outside.
What are you, a witch? You're just sitting there stirring the soup the entire time. We'll add a bit of children. It's like, come here,
No.
kids. Show you
I
my
want
oven.
it done. And have like a lit candle and a pumpkin spice latte.
Yeah, you can do that.
And a pumpkin donut. You see a theme here?
Is it the pumpkin?
I just like fall foods. I think
Yeah.
soup sounds good, and we haven't really like made our own homemade soup before, so I feel like that would be fun.
Yeah, I guess it could be fun.
So that's what I want to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we can make it happen.
Yeah, and the kitchen also is like a great conversation zone too, because you're busy and you're kind of, we're not like you're always face to face when you're cooking and stuff, so it's kind of like a low stress environment.
Sometimes, yeah.
Usually. Wait, I was just thinking about like a knife, and I was like, usually.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a lower defense.
Yeah, but you can definitely get some good conversations in while you're sitting there cooking.
More lighthearted, fun conversations,
Or you just throw on some music together and you dance around the kitchen as you're cooking things up.
Yeah, that's fun. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
What else do you want to talk about for the kitchen and emotions? And do you have any tips for good combos for
in the kitchen?
In the kitchen.
Good combos in the kitchen. What you cooking? That's a great conversation starter.
What you cooking? Good looking?
Exactly.
Yeah. We don't talk too much in the kitchen because Tristan doesn't want me there.
That's not true.
You don't want me there because
Sometimes.
I get in your space a lot. Unless I'm prepping things.
Yep.
Yeah, so know when not to talk.
Yep, know when not to talk. It's also important in the kitchen.
Especially when Kelsey's hangry, don't talk. Just feed her.
Yeah.
You don't really get hangry too often.
No, I don't think so.
I think it's a girl thing, I feel like.
Maybe.
I don't know why. Or we're just sassy, or I don't know.
Maybe it's a you thing.
No, there's other people that are hangry. And then, sometimes, most times we actually don't even eat together.
Yeah.
To be honest anymore. Unless we have like a full-blown meal. But like normal stuff is kind of our relaxing time to eat alone /
We're becoming more iPad kids recently with eating.
Yeah.
We're
building our computer.
We're finally stopped and you have to sit down. Like you're forced to sit down and do this thing. So it's like, okay, let's just relax for a second. Because we wake up at different times in the morning, so we can't eat together there. For work, we can't eat together there because you're off or out in the world and I'm at home. And then for dinner, we eat dinner at just different times a lot of times, just depending on what we have going on.
Yeah, you've been golfing a lot, so you've been eating later than me.
Yeah.
So.
And
even when we do, even when we're here eating, we're just sitting on our computers, which is terrible, but like that's just what we need at this moment in our lives is not to eat together. But when we have kids, I definitely want like a staple time to. But then, because there's always going to be a time later in life when the kids are so busy that you don't get to do that, so you might as well take advantage of it when they're young and start that habit. But
did you eat a lot together when you were younger, like as family?
I feel like when we were younger, probably, but then we got older now.
We ate a lot together when I was younger.
I
think once I got mobile, like once I got a car though, I think that's when it kind of slowed down with family dinners because people just had more going on. I was like on the weekends, I was either working or at my friend's place or out having a good time. And then like weekdays, I think we were pretty consistent with dinner times though.
I was just always, we were dancing. I was dancing a lot.
I say that, and I was thinking, I was like, well, people had different practice times, like that made it harder. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think we did pretty good overall. And then Dad would work 24-hour shifts sometimes, and It's like, well, he's not here for a family dinner, so then we had to work around when we could have family
Yeah.
dinners. And,
Mm-hmm.
we figured it out. It was good. My mom is a very good cook, so I enjoy her food. It's nice to have homemade meals.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
You guys put a lot of bacon in everything, and I hate that though.
Yeah, bacon.
Yeah.
I like bacon.
Like, it's a vegetable. Don't put meat in a vegetable dish. Just put the. I want to eat. I want to
What
taste
about
the.
cheese?
No, I want to taste the vegetable. I want to eat the vegetable. I
You
don't
can go eat
want
a
to.
leaf if you want to.
I don't want to taste cheese when I'm biting into a vegetable,
Uh-huh.
or I don't want to taste bacon when I'm biting into a vegetable. It's such like. It's like you're always like, oh yeah, we're gonna have this vegetable. I'm like, cool. Are they putting bacon in it? And you're like,
I don't know.
I don't know. And then we get there, there's bacon in it. I'm like, cool.
Now we bring vegetable dishes.
Yeah, I'm like, well, can we bring something? I'll bring vegetables. I think that's just growing up kind of like on the farm and just having like fresh vegetables and fruits a lot. And that's, I mean, like we had it, so it's like, and we eat it right there at lunch and dinner or whatever.
Gotcha. So bringing it back around, the main things that we pack for every place we go, we have our baking sheets, we have kitchen knife and knife sharpener. Sometimes we bring a pan. We always make sure to ask first, and Tupperware. That's like the main things that
glass Tupperware.
Yeah. Oh, and our Brita filter. Because some places don't have great water.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's another thing.
Yeah,
that's like our main kitchen suitcase that we pack with us.
You gotta change that filter on that brittle fitter sometime. And then some quick go-to meals. We just meal prep on Sundays. We do rice, veggie, meat, lots of salads, sometimes some chicken meal, sometimes a steak meal. We really like stir fry with rice noodles. Really, really good. And dishes like that can get a lot of protein, and we don't really eat too many carbs or dairy, so. So couple check-in time. Are you ready?
Yep, go for it.
What's one small kitchen moment that made you laugh or a moment that made you lose it?
Well, it probably goes to, I think we had this moment recently where I was in the kitchen. I was cooking. I didn't tell you like, hey, I'm in the kitchen cooking. And you go in there and you like start making like lunch or something while I'm like trying to pre-cook all our meals. And it's like, I got something on the stove going. I got two things like ready to go in the oven or ready to come out of the oven. I got like Tupperware sitting on the counter and you're like, this is my moment to somehow worm my way onto some counter space and like just take it up. And I'm like, babe, I appreciate you. I love you, but I need you to move out my way when I'm cooking.
I was angry.
Uh-huh.
I don't remember this, but okay.
It was probably like a month ago.
Oh, when you said recently, I was like, I don't remember.
No, probably like a month ago. And I was like, I need you to move.
I
love you, but move.
Yeah, and then I think we started communicating better after that point. Mine would be at this place recently, cutting my finger on the back of a knife. It was one of their knives here, and I haven't used them since because this happened. I don't remember what I was cutting. I was cutting, was it lettuce?
No, because it was something that you had to push pretty hard into.
I don't know what I was cutting. I was cutting something for meal prep or something. I think it was celery. I cut celery for my salad most nights. I think it was celery I was cutting. And for some reason, I put my finger on the back of the knife to put more pressure down into it. And then I didn't even notice I cut myself. Then all of a sudden, there's like blood on the handle of the knife. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I cut myself. And then Tristan went and got a Band-Aid.
Yeah. And why did you cut yourself?
Because of a dull... Well, I don't know.
I think it's because you were pushing so hard down on the knife because it wasn't sharp, because it wasn't cutting through things, and then you cut yourself. That's why. Dull knife strikes again. Look out for dull knives.
Yeah, well, I was an idiot and put my finger on the back of the knife. But back of the knife shouldn't be sharp.
Yeah, that too. Maybe you're just pushing really hard. I don't know.
I don't know. It cut me, and I didn't notice it cut me, which means the back of the knife is sharp.
True.
You know, because if you cut it and it was dull. Anyways, that was probably a freak thing that happened. But yeah, dull knives don't. Sharpen them.
Yep.
Okay, PT tip for this episode for travel life, especially when everything feels cramped or chaotic, to build a mini routine around mealtime, if you can and you want to. Even if kitchen's small and the schedule's weird, having a predictable rhythm like prepping breakfast together, stretching while coffee brews, or walking after dinner can help regulate your body and your mood. Just a little bit of structure in a day kind of can equal less stress in all joints and in the relationship. So, what we do, I guess, is we walk Izzy before mealtime, usually meal preps too. We don't really do anything on a day-to-day basis together because, like Tristan said earlier, we don't really have that time to do so. We're just scheduled differently, I guess, with our days. So,
and with that routine, you always kind of know what's coming up. So you don't have to be stressing about it. You're like, okay, this is what's on the schedule.
Happening.
This is what's going to happen.
Yep.
So it keeps you consistent.
You don't have to keep asking
One less
Tristan.
stress in the world.
You don't have to keep asking Tristan, when are we doing that? Here's what we want you to remember. Your space doesn't have to be fancy or big to feel sacred. Sometimes the tiniest kitchen holds the biggest moments of laughter, connection, and even some growth.
We'd love to see how you make it work. Tag us in your tiny kitchen on Instagram. Those cramped counters, creative cooking setups, and maybe even the occasional kitchen meltdown. We celebrate it all.
If this episode gave you a smile, a little inspiration, or a sense that you're not alone in the small space struggles, please subscribe, rate, review, and share Contracted and Committed with a friend who's living the travel contracted life too.
Next week, we're diving into episode 13, Sick Days, Hard Days, and Renting. What do you do when one or both of you is feeling sick or overwhelmed, all while navigating the challenges of renting on the road? We're sharing how to get through those tough days together.
We drop episodes every Saturday, bringing you real talk, tips, and stories from behind the road, alternating between full episodes and mini episodes.
Until next time,
keep loving,
keep laughing,
and most importantly,
keep taking that next step.
Am I supposed to say that with you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Until next time,
keep loving,
keep laughing,
and most importantly,
keep taking the next step. I was like, fuck. Good job. Good job.